Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Rally Forest and a variation of it called Rally Forest Snow. So I want to do something a little bit different than normal. Normally I would just go and drive on the map immediately. Today I'm going to try something else. I'm going to fly above the roads for a little bit so you can kind of get a different view of the map than you normally would, and then I'll go ahead and drive on them. Also, while I'm doing this, I'll probably be quiet for a while so you can actually hear the background sounds for this map, because I'm pretty sure this map has some custom background sounds because I've never heard it before in any other map in BeamNG.drive. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet, and when the camera returns to the vehicle, I'm going to be talking again. So if you need to adjust your volume, you can do it based on that. So without further ado, here is a quick listen to the audio. Hopefully by now you've had a chance to adjust your audio settings if you needed to do so, and now let's go ahead and not drive on this course yet, because I want a more appropriate vehicle. Right now we just have the normal rear-wheel drive version of the truck. I want an off-road vehicle, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Roamer, and I'm going to get it in orange. And I do like the Roamer a lot better than the truck because it just has a more modern look to it. It looks like it's a few years newer than the truck, like the next generation basically. So I like it, even though it's probably technically worse at off-roading because it's a little more top-heavy. I really don't notice the difference too significantly, so I'm totally happy driving this one. As for how we're going to drive, I'm not really sure. I think for now we'll drive pretty calmly just to explore the map some, and then we'll drive fast and crazy. And I want to go back to those sounds that I was letting you listen to a while ago. Those sounds, for some reason, I always think of spin tires when I hear the sounds on this map. I don't know if I'm just imagining what spin tires used to sound like and my memory is really, really poor, or if it actually does sound similar. I really just can't remember. But whenever I hear it, I think of spin tires. It could just be because the map has a similar style as spin tires. Like it has some pretty narrow dirt roads with trees that look very similar to the ones that are in spin tires. Like the type of trees, they're very similar. All we need is the MAZ, and then it's like, oh, I'm playing spin tires. The one biggest difference though is there's nothing in here that'll really get you stuck. Like in spin tires, it's like every few minutes, where's the winch? I need the winch. Here, you know, as long as I'm careful, I won't get stuck because there's nothing that's really that evil to grab your car. I mean, if you're driving a sports car, you might be able to get stuck still, but I have an off-road vehicle. There's nothing on this map that could stop it except for bad driving, which I have a lot of. So I gotta be pretty careful while I'm driving this thing. And I believe if I'm going the right direction, we will eventually come up to a little town. I'm hoping that's the right way. Yes, I see the road. I have found the little town. And again, this also kind of makes me think of spin tires again because it does have some, like a few paved roads. So here's a little town I wanted to go to. And they have ridiculously cheap gas. Like in California, I would be so amazed to find gas that cheap. That is a great price. $2.43. But it's just a small little town right here. You got a couple of different buildings. And then it ends at the end of this road. That's about all it is in terms of size. You have a little area over here as well you could go and explore. And there's my house. The biggest house here. Yeah, that's WhyBeAre's house right there. And now we're back to the start. And the town ends right over here, with a building that looks like it's on stilts or something because of how crazy that foundation is. Like it looks like it's gonna fall off the cliff if it wasn't for that foundation being so crazy. I mean, I guess it has to hold it, right? Like that, duh. The foundation holds buildings, period. But anyways, let's just go ahead and keep driving. And I think that's enough driving calmly. I think the next thing to do is drive viciously. And I already started it by crashing right there. I'm just crashing all over the place now. I was trying to do it all gas, no brakes, but then I really crashed too hard. I need to do a little bit of brakes every now and then to make sure I don't crash too much. Because I want to crash at good speeds. Like here, we got enough speed to just And we're upside down. I could try using the vehicle recovery system, which is a new thing, where if you hold down insert, it kind of places you like that. So it just moves you along where you previously were until you can actually drive it. I think you can also click it too, but that's very tedious. It's easier just to hold it down. And again, the key is insert on the keyboard. Kind of an unusual key, but it works. It does its job. Like if I was to try to spawn there, I might have been stuck in the dirt or something. So I just held the key down and then we were good to go. Alright. Drive crazy. No brakes allowed. No brakes allowed. And can we still drive this? No, that is broken. So again, we could just whoop, teleport over. Just like that and keep on driving. Pulling these corners way tight. Just trying to make something bad happen. Got a good hit right there. Can I land upright? No. I think the truck might be better at landing upright though. Did it matter? Did the truck or did the no, it didn't still work. So it doesn't matter if it landed upright because it's broken. All right, keep on driving, and I think I'm kind of going in a loop. Like if I go right there, I'm gonna go to the town. So let's go left. Whoa! That was perfectly according to plan. I wanted to do that. And let's get a nice crash up here. That's pretty good. See my engine shaking. I can see the I see the engine. That has a new engine model, I believe. So that's why I'm looking at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. That was weird. It kind of like froze for a second. And then it just jumped to the car's position. That was strange. Anyways, though. Back to driving. Well, back to talking about the updates, actually, is what I should be doing. Just so you know, I might not end up making a video for the update. Just because, like, I'm not good at doing those, really. And it's been a struggle. I spent like 3 days trying to do it, and it's just like, enough's enough. This is taking way too long. And I am not making good videos. Like, it's like I end up trying to do things 20 times to get one good take, and it's just I can't seem to get a good one. It's just like I can't do this, so I'm just like forget about it because some of the things are just hard to explain for me while I'm trying to play the game coherently. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, I nailed it that time, and then I'll look at it in editing and I'm like, that's terrible. You gotta scrap it and do it again. It's like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. So if there's no video, that's why. If there is a video, well, I'm surprised I actually went through with it. All right, so let's go fast. It's a nice straightaway right here. We can go fast, and then we can crash into who knows what. It's gonna be either a rock or a tree, probably, right? What else is there? Nice hit on that tree. That vehicle will still drive, so I'm gonna actually try to just spawn it down here. Land upright. I said land upright, you. Yeah, I'll put it on the hill a little bit. On the hill. Come on. Yes. No. Get back to the hill. At least it rolled you. There we go. Okay, does it still drive? Yes. It's a cool looking SUV now. Look at that slant. That is so aerodynamic right there. I bet I improved those MPGs, except for the fact that the doors are hanging off, which is probably worse for aerodynamics than a slanted roof. Or a non-slanted roof. Oh well. Who cares about MPGs? I don't. Really, I don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't own rotaries. And there is the finisher for this car, right? Yup. Wait. Yup. Alright, so go ahead and back it up. Whoa. See, it kind of jumped again. I guess it just seems like it jumps, but it really didn't. It's just the camera moves so fast, I kind of lose tracking of it. So it's unusual. Either way, though, I think I've done enough driving on this version of the map. So let's go ahead and head to the snow version. So we're going to just load that up. So this one's called Rally for Snow. Same name, but with the word snow at the end. So here's the first look you get at the snow version of the map, and there it goes because I gotta change my vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the off-roader version of the D series this time. So it's pretty similar to the last one, but it's the truck instead of the SUV. And I picked Seafoam Green just because I thought it was a cool color to use. And now we can go ahead and do some driving. And the first thing I want to mention is that the roads actually handle differently. It's not the same as when you were driving on the dirt. It's much more easy to slide about and crash into things. For example, if I hit the parking brake and the tires lock up, you can tell we just keep sliding for a while before it actually comes to a stop because there's less traction here. It's still pretty much the same idea as before. As long as you're careful, you're not going to get stuck on anything. But on this one, it's a lot easier to end up going too fast and crash into something. So you got to be careful about that. Like right there, like I thought I would be able to make that turn. No, you don't make that. You crash into that tree. Also, some of the smaller lakes have been frozen over, but not all of them, I think. I think some of them are still have water. So let's see if I can find one. There's one. Is that one frozen over? Yes, I think so. Yep, that's frozen over. So we could try driving on this, and this is even more slick than the roads. You could tell my parking brake's been on for most of that time I was sliding across it, and I just keep sliding because of how slippery it is. So I just like pointing out the fact that these are done in a way that makes them much different than the normal one. It's not just, like I said, just a retexture or anything like that. And I swear some of the lakes still had water on them. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it was the river or something. I don't know. There's a lot of bodies of water in this map, so maybe I'll find it eventually. And just like that, that was actually really clean. Like a really clean maneuver for how little handling I had right there. I'm impressed with myself. I'm not so impressed with that one. See, right now I am not driving safe, by the way. I'm driving like kind of recklessly, but not really recklessly. I think I'm better off just driving full reckless. So let's go ahead and do that. But the shape of the map, I should actually mention, is the same. Like there's no major changes to the roads or anything. It's just the way they handle and stuff. And look, of course. But I don't know if I really needed to point that one out because you can see that very clearly. Handling's a little harder to see. You know what? Driving on this map and looking around, it looks like one of those maps where it'd be really nice to do it from the interior. So let's do a little bit of driving from the interior. And I know some of you guys like just seeing the interior driving, so this is for you. And for maps like this, I actually really like doing the interior driving because if it's a map that looks really good, it really helps for immersion when it's like this. Oh look, there's some water. Told you. I told you not all of it was frozen over. The rivers aren't, and now I'm stuck because I was too busy trying to go to the water, which didn't work out well at all. But yeah, there's some actual flowing water, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the interior, and I want to go through that tunnel right there because that thing looks cool, and it's actually very, very tight. Like I'm afraid I'm gonna just chip off one of my mirrors through there, but we're good. I don't know why I changed cameras there. That's weird. So let's go fast through this one. That was impressive. I am impressed. I am also impressed by that crash. That was a beautiful crash. Car still drives even. Keep on driving. Go through that again. Not gonna happen this time. Alright, reset you. Where are we? Oh, we're back up. Oh man. We're back by the water. That still flows. You can also hear the water actually. I think you might be able to hear it over my talking. I don't know. I could hear it. So you can trust me, right? But yeah, that's the snowed version. Here's a sign. Can't read it because I'm upside down and right side up. And I don't know where the sign is anymore, so goodbye, truck. Where'd the sign go? Oh, really, where was it? Was it over here? I am so disorientated after that flip. That was a amazing flip. National Forest Campground Paradise. There you go. That's actually kind of impressive that I managed to somehow go around this corner and roll in that direction. Like, that threw me off. I saw the car rolling this way, so I'm like, oh, it must have came from that way, but no. And it's broken. But I think that's enough driving with the off-road vehicle, so let's go ahead and go back to the normal version and drive around that with some modded vehicles. just in case it wasn't obvious, I will admit the reason I went back to this one to drive fast on is because I suck at driving in the snow. I just slide all over the place. At least with the dirt roads, I don't end up doing that, so I can actually kind of go a little bit faster with a car like this, but I still got to slow down a lot for these corners. Otherwise, I'll hit my front bumper and tear it off like I just did, even though I slowed down. I don't even have an excuse there. So this car, though, I'm using is the VW Polo. If you remember it, I've used it quite a bit before. And it's just a car that fits this place. It's like a rally place. And we have a real rally car now instead of just an off-road truck. The reason I always do the truck first, though, is because it's a vehicle I use all the time, so it's one of those things where it's a good benchmark. After you do the benchmark, that's when you start messing around and use things like this Polo, which has its back hatch open for some reason. Like, somehow I managed to actually crash it where the back hatch stays upright like that. That's pretty impressive, especially considering I don't think this thing really has any sort of thing to hold it up there. Like, that's just staying up there by pure magic. Because this is a rally car, they wouldn't keep any sort of hydraulics just to keep that hatch up. That's a lot of weight. Can I fix it? No, it's still upside down. Okay. Reset. And I'm not even going that much faster with this car, I'm pretty sure, but at least it's a good change of pace. I'll try to go faster, but what usually happens is I crash. Or I get so scared on the corners I come to almost a complete stop because I think I'll crash. It's just a really tight road, and I am not good at tight roads. I mean, it's not really tight, but it's pretty tight. Like, there are tighter ones. Something joke right there that could be taken out of context, I'm pretty sure. Shouldn't have said that. Oh well, too late now. I'm trying not to crash right here, but I'm really all over the place. Just everywhere on this map. Oh no! Okay. Can you still drive? Yes! The automatic transmission was like, wait, do I gear? How do I gear? And then it eventually said, oh yeah, that's how. Go for a crash. And that killed the car. So I'm just gonna drive around for a little bit more and then I'll probably be done with this place. And I like it. It's just a nice map. It looks good. And it has some decent roads, although they're kind of difficult for me to personally drive on because I suck at driving. They are nice because it's not like you need talent to go through them. You just need talent to go through them fast. Which is something that's interesting to think about. Like, your grandma could drive down these roads without a problem. But it takes a true rally car driver to be able to go through them fast. Do some interior driving where I can't see nothing! Stinking hood! Where the hood at? It's right in front of you. Oh yeah. That was intentional, by the way. Wanted to do an interior crash. Man, it really crumpled that front zone good. That front crumple zone, I mean. Did its job. Alright, so I'm gonna do one more crash from the inside, and that will be it. I'm gonna use this interior camera because I like this one better. It feels more like how I drive because I lean back. I don't sit that close to the steering wheel. Alright, full speed ahead. And nice crash. I like that one. I think, well, I was going to end the video right here, but you know what? Let's do a little bit of driving on the snow one with a rally car. Just for fun. So let's go ahead and use the Impreza 22B for this place. Ew, not that color though. I want an Impreza light color. So something like maybe this. That's close enough. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's good enough. Where it's a blue, like what I think of when I think of Imprezas. And for some reason in BeamNG.drive, I always want to call the Impreza a Lancer Evolution. I want to call the Lancer Evolution an Impreza. I don't know why. Like in real life, in any other video game, I have no problem with it. But for some reason, BeamNG.drive, something just throws me off where I want to call them the wrong model car. So maybe from now on I should just say the Mitsubishi Subaru Lancer Evolution Impreza 22B WRX STI or something crazy like that. Well, no matter what, I can't be wrong. Although I think I would be technically wrong because I don't know if the 22B actually maintains the WRX STI suffixes or prefixes or whatever. I think it might just be 22B. I don't know. It's not like I've ever seen a 22B, because those are rare. And I just crashed a rare car. And you know what though? This isn't that fast for something like this. Maybe I should get an actual rally car. Whee! Alright. Let's get an actual rally car in here. Let's we used the Polo before, so let's not use that. Let's use a let's use the Lancer Evolution. That one was on purpose. I think it's a little bit faster than the Impreza because it's actually a rally car versus a stock car that's a nice stock car. Oh, but my goodness! It understeers! That snow really put me in an understeer I did not expect. Alright, so this is possibly a very bad idea because this car might not like the snow at all. Careful. Alright, clear. There's no way it's gonna make that. Okay. This is probably a bad idea. I am just crashing all over the place. Let's do donuts in the ice, maybe. Yeah! Snow donuts! Well, that was fun. Oh goodness, I can't stop. Oh, it's gonna be the slowest. That'd be fun, actually. I should do a car crash on ice. Like they just kind of slide into each other. Let's do that. Sounds fun. I'll do Impreza versus Lancer. So I'll spawn new. Again, I gotta change that color. It's just weird. Chromed out. Alright. We back this one up. Right there seems fine. Spin this one around. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to actually line this up. Alright. Real time. Boing! Oh, that was funny because they both just slid along. That was kind of fun. Alright. I think that'll do it then because I did what I wanted to try. So, until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya. Thumbnail! Wait, thumbnail! Something like that. That looks